You're not depressed, you're just sad. A lot of people tend to mistake the two. Sadness and depression are two separate things. You can be sad but not depressed, although sadness is a byproduct or symptom of depression. I hear a lot of people say they are depressed, they even go as far as posting it on their status. Now, I doubt it when a lot of people say they are depressed because what I sense from them is just sadness. I'm going to share with you the differences between sadness and depression, and you can choose for yourself if you are truly depressed or you're just sad. So, one good thing to note is every single person in the world has experienced sadness, but not everybody has experienced depression. So, we all know that sadness is a state of unhappiness, and it could be because of bad experiences or memories that just creep back into your mind. A sad news, right? And it can linger for days, maybe weeks, sometimes even months. But that doesn't mean that you're depressed because eventually it goes away. Some people just decide what's done is done and they move on. That is sadness, a feeling that exists for a period of time but eventually goes away, or the person in particular moves on from it. But with depression, it's a little different. First of all, sadness is not the only symptom that sums up a depressed person. It's barely 10% of most of the symptoms. It's like the most renowned symptom, but it's not the only one, which is why a lot of people feel they are depressed. I don't blame them. When it comes to depression, the feeling of sadness does not go away. It lingers on in the mind of a person until it becomes a part of them. So the victims live on with that mentality and become expressions of it. But like I said, that's just one out of many. Another thing is depression eats you up. It takes away your joy. Depression makes you lose interest in things, especially the things you love the most, including God. You can lose interest in God, in yourself, in family, friends, your passion, dream. It can choose, it can make you choose to live a very reckless and stupid life. Yes, depression can make you do that. Also, there's this feeling of unworthiness, like I'm not good enough, low self esteem. Eventually, the person doesn't even need a reason to be sad anymore. They are just sad for no reason, naturally sad, and they accept it, they embrace it because they think it's okay. It's when you feel worthless, like you're not good enough no matter what anybody does. It's when you decide not to take compliments but only the one thing that someone said that was bad. Depression is when you decide that you are everything that's wrong with the world. It's when you start feeling guilty for things you're not responsible for. Depression is when you don't even need a reason to cry but you just feel like crying and it feels good. Depression is when you start enjoying the company of sadness too much. Depression is when you choose not to be optimistic about anything. Depression is when you keep on looking out for the worst in everything and everyone. Depression will make you punish yourself for no reason, like choosing to eat more than you should or choosing not to eat at all, even when you're hungry. It will make you lose or gain weight for absolutely no reason, not because you're eating too much or eating less. You just lose or gain weight. Depression will make you angry at life, angry at yourself, makes you an angry person. So I guess you should start asking yourself, am I an angry person? Do I lose and gain weight unnecessarily? How is my sleep pattern? Like, do I sleep better or am I sleeping less? What's the reason for my insomnia? Do I often lose interest in the things that matter to me, and how long does that last for? When I feel that sadness overwhelm me, do I enjoy it or do I actually call somebody? Do I take the blame for things I'm not responsible for? Is there always a reason for my sadness or I'm just naturally sad? Is there a reason for my anger or I just flare up at anything? Do you constantly feel headaches and chest pain for absolutely no reason? Does your heart feel like it's about to jump out of your chest because it's too heavy for your body to carry? Do you often get lost in your own thoughts? How often do you think about negative things, suicidal thoughts? Do you ever consider death? Do you ever just sit and consider ways to die, ways to hurt yourself? Are you even optimistic at all about life? Or you're just living? These are the questions you should consider before you tell somebody I'm depressed. And by God, I hope you're not. Trust me, you don't want to be. I hope this helps. This video might not be helpful to you because you might not feel sad or depressed in any way, but maybe you could use these symptoms I just mentioned to check someone else. Help a friend. Send this video to someone who needs it.